The greatest obstacle to your future is the person you are currently being. Think about how you started your day today. The moment you opened your eyes, before you even got out of bed, your brain reached into the past to find your problems. You remembered your debts, your difficult relationships, your health issues, and your past failures. In that single moment, your brain activated the same neural circuits and produced the same stress chemicals that you felt yesterday and the day before and the year before. By the time you stepped onto the floor, you had already programmed your body to live in a future that looks exactly like your history. Most people spend their entire lives as a biological recording of the past, wondering why their reality never changes. They are trying to create a new life while remaining the same person. But in the quantum field, this is a mathematical impossibility. You cannot manifest wealth from a frequency of lack. You cannot manifest health from a consciousness of disease. To change your life, you must literally lose your mind and create a new one. This masterclass is not a simple relaxation exercise. It is a biological upgrade. It is a total recalibration of your electromagnetic signature. We are going to bypass the greatest barrier to your evolution, the analytical mind. That part of you that is constantly judging, doubting, and protecting the old identity. When you live in stress, your brain waves are high beta, choppy, disordered, and incoherent. You are in survival mode, and in survival, it is never safe to create. It is only safe to hide. But today, we are going to move from the world of matter to the world of energy. We are going to teach your body emotionally what your future feels like before it has actually happened. You see, the body is so objective that it does not know the difference between an actual experience in your outer world and an emotion you create by thought alone. You will begin to signal new genes in new ways, literally rewriting your genetic code to match your highest potential. This is the science of the supernatural. It is the moment where the heart and the brain enter a state of perfect coherence. When the heart beats in rhythm, it creates a magnetic field that acts as a beacon, pulling your future toward you. When the brain fires in order, it sends a clear electrical signal into the field. Marry those two, and you become a magnet for miracles. As we prepare to enter the field, I want you to understand that you are not a victim of your biology or your environment. You are the architect. But to build a new house, you must first leave the old one. You must become no body, no thing, no one, nowhere, and in no time. You must leave the identity of the person who has the name, the job, and the problems. You must become pure consciousness, an observer in the void of all possibilities. The shift will be ingrained. The realignment will be total. Prepare yourself. We are about to bridge the gap between where you are and where you are destined to be. Take a deep breath. Leave your past at the door, and let us begin the upgrade. The search is over. The transformation begins now. Now, the time for understanding is over, and the time for experience begins. Allow your eyes to close and take a deep, slow breath, letting the oxygen saturate your cells. As you exhale, feel your body beginning to surrender its weight to the surface beneath you. I want you now to become aware of the space behind your eyes. Sense the volume of that space in the darkness. Feel the blackness behind your eyes and become aware of the vastness of that space. Now, move your awareness to the space between your temples. Sense the volume of the space between your temples. In space, as you focus on the space, notice how your brain waves begin to slow down. The analytical mind is starting to quiet. You are moving from the high-frequency noise of stress into the rhythmic, orderly patterns of global coherence. Become aware of the space that your forehead occupies in space. Sense the volume of your forehead. Feel the space that your brain occupies in space. And sense the density of that volume. As you sense the space, you are signaling to your nervous system that it is safe to let go. You are moving from a narrow focus on things to an open focus on nothing. Move your attention now to the space behind your throat. Sense the volume of that space. In the darkness, you are no longer a body in space. You are becoming space itself. Now, bring your total awareness to the center of your chest, to the sacred space of the heart. Sense the space that your heart occupies in space. Feel the volume of that space. As you focus on your heart, begin to breathe through that center, slowly, rhythmically, and deeply. With every inhale, imagine you are drawing life force directly into the heart. With every exhale, feel that energy expanding beyond your physical chest, radiating out into the room, into the environment, into the infinite void. You are losing the memory of who you think you are. Sense the space behind your back. Sense the volume of space between your spine and the back of the room. Become aware of the space beneath your feet. Feel the vastness of the blackness behind your eyes, expanding until it has no boundaries. In this state of deep induction, you are crossing the threshold. You are becoming no body, no thing, no one, nowhere, and in no time. You are moving beyond the veil of the material world, entering the quantum void, the realm of all possibilities. Every worry of the past and every fear of the future is dissolving into this weightless expanse. You are now pure consciousness. You are a point of awareness in an infinite field of light. Settle into the stillness. Settle into the nothingness. For it is in this nothingness that you are finally ready to receive the new code of your supernatural life. Stay in the void. Expand into the blackness. Become the field. You are now floating in the vast black void of the quantum field. A place where there is no light, yet it is where all light is born. A place where there is no sound, yet it is the source of all harmony. In this weightless expanse, you have finally crossed the bridge from matter to energy. Shed the last remaining layer of your human identity. Forget the name you were given. Forget the face you see in the mirror. Forget the story of your life. For in this sacred nothingness, you are becoming nobody, no thing, no one, nowhere, and in no time. You are simply pure, unattached awareness, hovering in the heart of the infinite. Feel the exquisite silence of the void. As you become aware of this silence, realize that you are expanding. You are no longer confined by the boundaries of your skin. You are expanding beyond the room, beyond the earth, beyond the stars, You are becoming the very space that contains everything. In this state of total surrender, time is no longer a line. It is a single, eternal moment of now. Every possibility that has ever existed, and every possibility that will ever exist, is here right now as a frequency. Waiting for you to observe it into being. There is nothing to fix here. There is nothing to seek. You have returned to the source, the operating system of reality, where the supernatural is your natural state. The more you can stay in this nothingness, the more power you have over your physical world. If your mind tries to wander back to the world of things, simply acknowledge the thought and return to the blackness. Return to the vastness. Become the field. Feel the deep, profound peace of being nothing and everything at the same time. In this void, the old programs of your biology are being erased. The slate is being wiped clean. You are moving from the world of the particle to the world of the wave. You are becoming a sovereign observer, ready to command the energy that creates worlds. Stay here. Trust the darkness. Surrender every remaining ounce of effort. The less you try, the more you become. Sink deeper into the heart of the infinite. Now, from this limitless expanse of pure potential, it is time to perform the great work. It is time to create. I want you to bring to your mind a clear intention of the life you have chosen. What is the one reality you are ready to claim? Do not look at it as a distant goal or a dream for tomorrow. Step into it right now. See the colors of this new life. Experience the textures. Hear the sounds of your success, your health, and your freedom. In the quantum field, the moment you observe this potential, it begins to materialize. But for the shift to be permanent, you must marry this clear thought with a profound, elevated emotion. Feel the relief of being whole. Feel the exuberant joy of being free. Feel the absolute certainty of being abundant. Summon the feeling of gratitude into your heart right now. Not for something that is coming, but for a transformation that has already taken place. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. It is the signature that tells the universe the event has already happened. Breathe this emotion into every single cell of your body. Let it saturate your nervous system until your body begins to believe it is living in that new reality, in the present moment. As you sustain this state of being, realize that you are signaling new genes in new ways. You are literally instructing your DNA to express a new state of health and vitality. Your brain is firing in new sequences, creating a brilliant, symmetrical map of your future destiny. The old neural pathways of lack, fear, and doubt are being pruned away. Replaced by the elegant circuitry of the supernatural. You are not just changing your mind. You are upgrading your entire biological operating system. Feel the heat and the expansion in your chest as your heart and brain enter perfect coherence. You are broadcasting a brand new electromagnetic signature into the quantum field. A signal so clear and so powerful that the universe has no choice but to respond. You are becoming a magnet for miracles. You are moving from the world of the particle to the world of the wave. Where time and space collapse, and your dream and your current moment become one. Observe the sensation of being more energy and less matter. Every strand of your DNA is being bathed in this high-frequency light. You are rewriting the very code of your existence, cell by cell, molecule by molecule. You are no longer the person who is trying to manifest a change. You are the frequency that has already changed. Stay in this power. Hold this vision. Embrace this feeling. You are the master of your energy. And the great work is being ingrained into the very core of your being. It is happening now. It is done. Now, take a moment to let this feeling of absolute wholeness and victory saturate every single atom. Every molecule. And every cell of your being. You have successfully moved beyond the veil of the material world anchored yourself into the frequency of your highest destiny. In this state of total coherence, the boundary between you and your future has completely vanished. You are no longer a person trying to manifest a reality. You are the reality itself. Vibrating at the level of fulfillment, radiant health, and infinite abundance. Take a deep, grateful breath and bless this magnificent body of yours. See it as a sacred vessel of vibrant energy and supernatural vitality. Bless your life, allowing it to become a beautiful, glowing reflection of the internal order you have created today. Bless your future, knowing that it is no longer a distant point in time, but a vibrant energy that you are carrying within your heart right now. You have signaled new genes in new ways and rewritten the subconscious programs that once kept you small. The old self, the one who struggled, the one who feared, the one who doubted, has been left behind in the vacuum of the quantum field. It has dissolved into the nothingness from which all things are born. The person rising from this masterclass is a brand new being, an empowered creator who is no longer at the mercy of external circumstances, but a master of their own internal state. Leave the old story in the void. Instead, carry this heart-brain alignment into every breath you take and every step you make. You are now broadcasting a new electromagnetic signature that must, by law, change the world around you. You are a walking beacon of light, a conscious magnet for the extraordinary. When you open your eyes, do not look for your old life. Instead, look for the synchronicities, the unexpected opportunities, and the miracles that will begin to find you. Expect the unexpected, for you have cracked the Coherence code and realigned your mind with the infinite power of the universe. Feel the peace in your chest one last time. A peace so deep it leaves no room for doubt. The mind of the Creator and your mind have become one. You are ready to step into your new world. As a master of your own energy, it is ingrained. It is permanent. It is done. Open your eyes to a world that has already changed, because you have changed. Welcome home. To make this shift permanent, the subconscious mind requires repetition and consistency. I have curated a specific sequence of alignments to guide your evolution. I invite you to stay in this field and continue your journey immediately with the full Multiverse transformation playlist. appearing on your screen now. Do not break the coherence. Let one session flow into the next, and allow this new electromagnetic signature to become your only reality. Open your eyes to a world that has already changed, because you have changed. Welcome home.